Okay, hi again, my lovelies. This is step 2 of the Team Believe Party training, and step 2 is basically getting your event set up. So I'm going to go onto my computer now. I'm just going to make sure that it's all working, and I'm going to show you. Hopefully I should be putting this up on. And I'm going to show you, I'm just going to talk you through the principles of what happens in step 2. I'm also going to make sure that you know where to find all of our resources as well. So in fact, I'm going to do that first. So once you are in the group on Facebook, you are looking for it here, Team Believe Parties. Okay, so this is a secret group. Like I say, you need to be added into it. So once I've posted the very first part of the training video, if you want to know more, you can be added into this group, and you'll get to know. You can, this is where you get all the stuff for the parties. So there's loads of different stuff in here, and I'll just explain what all the different bits are. Now, in your photos section, and you go on albums. And these are the different pictures that you'll need throughout the night, okay? So the advertising photos, like I said in step 1, are there. So you can click on them, right-click, and save image or save picture. I have a Mac, so it comes up. The wording is slightly differently, but you're looking for save as, okay? And then you've got an album of. Oh, it's not taking me back to photos. You've got an album of photos to use during the event. Now these can be things like, the important one is how it all works. So this tells your customers and the attendees on the night how it works, how the payment and how the ordering works. So there's no surprises. This explains it all for you, and you can just refer back to this picture if anybody tries to change it. If anybody tries to say, oh, can you not do it this way? Well, no, this is how we do it. Okay. Things about sharing, nice one. Everything's better when you bring your friends. Encouraging others to invite the friends. A nice little header banner for the top of because it'll ask you. I'll explain that in a minute. I'm so excited. Nice interaction posts like, what meal did you hate as a kid? What haven't you eaten since you've grown up? Things like that. And like I say, if you ever want to add photos to this, there's a button up there you can press, and you can add your own stuff into this as well. And then ready for the end, why don't you join my team type poster, and why not host a Facebook party? So you can ask the attendees if they were really wanting to open their own party, or they're wanting to do it themselves and join the business. Okay. So also on the files, like I said earlier, the PowerPoint that I've got over here is available as a PowerPoint, and then it's also available as a PDF, which is a little bit easier to read. Okay, you don't have to have PowerPoint to be able to open that. The scripts to use in the online party process, so all the bits that I type on the PowerPoint that I say, oh, say this to them, say that to them, type this, type that, they're all saved in there, ready for you to use. You literally open that, copy and paste. Tracking the game, I'll explain what the game is in one of the further steps, and your customer order tracking as well, so you can keep an eye on what people want, who's paying, how they're paying, whether you're delivering it to them, whether the host is, whether it's going by PayPal link, etc., etc. Okay, so where I recommend you save all these things is, and I'll just minimize these so that you can have a look, is a photo, is your own album called Parties. Okay, so I've got that party one there. Now obviously I've got the training bits and pieces as well, but I've got one for the game photos. Again, I'll explain what the game is later, event photos and advertising photos. So it's just exactly the same as where everything is on Facebook, but just to have it kind of backed up on your computer as well, really, is the only difference. So I'll just pull everything back up and I'll talk you through step 2. Now it's a little bit tricky, which is why I'm going to do it on a video, but it's not actually too bad. Okay, so basically you're going to name the event whatever the hostess's name, online party, or night in with such body, or whatever. The photo you use in the background should be eye-catching, it should be bright, and then what you're going to do is set the date to an agreed evening. Now, really, you're looking at with about a week, but 5 to 10 days is fine. If your hostess can't, or your host can't do the night that is a week from that night, then before or after is fine. But you need a window of time to be able to build up the excitement. So 5 to 10 days gives you time to be able to set up some posts, to be able to kind of get everybody excited before the night, okay? And then the description is really simple. I've just put, hi there, welcome to Such Body's Online Party. This is a virtual party at 9 PM on, and then you type the date in there. So these little bits where there's brackets, you need to sort of amend with your details. It's obviously dependent on the host and when you're having it. You don't have to do anything other than be on your laptop. In your PJs with a glass of wine is the best way to join in. Stay tuned to the event throughout the week. Make sure you click that you're attending joining, and you can invite your friends too. Okay, so I'll show you where all of this goes. Now, down the left-hand side of your Facebook column, you've got a little button at the bottom that says create, so you can do an advert, a page, a group, or an event. So I've done an event. Obviously, you're looking to do an event. Now, you want to create a private event, because otherwise anybody will be able to see it, search for it, even if they're not friends with you, and you could get all kinds of random people joining. So it is a private event, but obviously you're going to keep it open. And then your upload photo is where you would use something along the line. Oh, I'm glad it's gone straight to parties. That's helpful. Something along the lines of the welcome to the party. Now, if you just Google images, if you Google images, search welcome to the party, there are loads of things that come up. I'm going to add some more into the Team Believe Parties group anyway, and then I'm just going to reposition it just by dragging it, dead simple, so that you can see it all. Event name, let's call it Abby's Online Party. I'm going to be the host of my own. Don't really need to include a place or an address, and I'm going to set it for this Friday at 9 o'clock, okay? And then my description. So I'm using this because I have it open, but you would just basically go to the Word document that's available on Team Believe Parties and copy and paste the section that says, this is the description. And you're going to type it in. I'm going to copy and paste it in, okay? I'm going to take out name and put my name. I'm going to take out date, and I'm going to make sure this says Friday, 18th of August. Okay, sorted. Create the event. And when you go into the event, you're going to need to do a couple of things. So just while that's loading in the background, I'm going to show you the next bit. Okay. So once the event is initially set up, you need to do this before you invite the host in. There's just a couple of things you need to make sure you've done. Okay. You're going to create a post, which you're then going to pin to the top so that everybody can see it. And it means that when they come in, the first thing they will do is see this as soon as they come in. Okay. So again, this is saved on the document with all the scripts on. And it's going to become the pinned post. So this is already near the top anyway, but we're just going to pin something similar to the top so that it gets noticed a couple of times. And this is slightly longer and includes, in fact, I'm even going to tag myself in it. Look at that. This is going to include your shop link as well. Now I'm going to leave a little, I'm going to get to my go-to. I'm actually going to hit enter, then there's a bit of a gap there, and it kind of defines that there's a website. And you replace your distributor number with your distributor number. So 520723660 is mine. So it says, hi there. Basically the thing that's in the group. There'll be loads of games and things in the description, plus chance to win prizes. To get a preview of our products, go to. Now, once you've done this, it will bring this up. Okay, so once you've put the group link in, once you've put the link to your shop in, your K-Life shop, it will bring this up. And you're just going to click the little right hand remove X in the corner. Okay, and get rid of it. Still a link, but, I've just done it again. It's making a preview. It doesn't need to be a preview. The preview, see, this is the bit that alerts Facebook when we're posting links, you see. So if you remove that, so that you've just got the link, they can still click on it, but it doesn't show the little this is this and that is that underneath. All right, and then you're going to press post, and all you're going to do is left click the arrow in the top right corner, press pin post, and that'll stay up at the top now. So when your attendees come in, that's what they're going to see, and it's going to be up there. And then just to double check, click on your K-Life shop. Make sure you've got your distributor number right, and it'll say your name there. From your name, can I help? And that's how you know that they're linked to your shop. And then they can have a browse over the week, all the different stuff we have on offer. Okay? So now, at this point, you can start adding your family and your friends in. So I'm going to do that now. So you click on, you're going to tell your host, right, I've made the event. You're going to click invite. You're going to choose your friend, and then you're going to type their name and add them in. And then they can do the same. They can come on, they can have a look, and they can select their friends and family. I've actually got a lot of people I'm going to invite, so I'm going to do that later off. I'm going to start off, though, with my best pal, my mum. Yeah, those two for now. Sorted. And then I'll sort everybody else out later on. Okay, so that's how that works. That's step 2.